People normally don't eat the decoration.
What's up guys, I'm Brenda, and you know what? I am obsessed with Chinese culture and especially Chinese food. Only issue though is that what I thought was authentic Chinese sweet and sour pork is actually an interpretation to please the masses outside of China. That's crazy. I can't live with interpretations. I want to see the real thing. I want to touch it. I want to eat it. I want to learn how to make it at home. That would be like life goals right there. So I started annoying everyone, like, hey, anyone knows about an authentic version of sweet and sour pork? Then this kid, Alvin, he's like, yo, I know about tansuli ji, it's a kind of sweet and sour pork. So I'm like, oh, so there are many? He's like, yeah, but go ahead and try this. All I have to do is find a place where I can actually eat it. Inga, God bless this girl. She comes to the rescue and she's like, look, I got this place called Little Pepper. It's on the other side of the world. I'm thinking, we're going to China. She's like, no, we're going to Queens. So I'm now with Alan and Inga in a car going to College Point.
I don't think they have trains out here.
This thing is 1.5 hours away. As far as I know, we're back in my country. So we get there, Little Pepper is huge. And then we meet Chef Huang. 你很帅。
还可以。
你的肌肤好看。
谢谢谢谢。我们今天做的这一道菜啦是。
So Chef Huang's like, yo, I'm gonna cook some tansuli ji from the area of Sichuan in China, and it's gonna be lit, it's gonna be popping, you're gonna love it. And I'm like, I'm down. Don Juan takes us to the kitchen, and I'm seeing a very similar process. There's cornstarch, sugar, but the way he cuts the meat is very different. It's like little strips like this, like my tiny little finger, not those squares that we're used to seeing in an American sweet and sour pork. Then he's telling us that you gotta drop each one of those pieces into the frying oil, one at a time, so that they don't stick to each other. One at a time. That's a lot of patience. He's making the sauce. I don't see ketchup, which is, you know, it's a huge part of the sweet and sour pork here in the United States.
He's like, so in America, Chinese food is very sweet, but like in Sichuan cuisine, every single dish is different. There's so many elements, it's not just sugar.
This man is pulling some black vinegar, there's white pepper, ginger. Oh, I don't know, but this kitchen smells so good. So now he's putting that dish together, and I'm not seeing though the peppers or sometimes the pineapple that you would normally put on sweet and sour pork, but instead it has these vegetables, cucumber, beautifully decorating the plate. It looked amazing. So I remember Chef Huang coming our way, and we're just so excited because you know it's going to be awesome. Yes! This looks amazing. First of all, the decoration is so on freaking point. Yeah. So let's do this. Ooh. This is nothing like what I ever had here in the United States.
The color is so different.
The sauce is not as thick.
You taste the garlic, you taste the ginger, you taste all the fresh ingredients he put in it.
The sweet and sour part of it was so well balanced that you were still allowed to taste that super fresh pork.
Chef Huang was saying you really do get that crisp outside and the tender meat on the inside. It's not dry, it's really just like perfect.
This is delicious.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you brought me here, Inga. We're about to leave, and Chef Huang comes over with a bunch of other dishes.
Brenda, how are you feeling?
I'm so excited. I'm like, God, is this the end of the world? Do I deserve this? Am I enough? I don't know, guys. There's a version of tansuli ji that actually has ketchup. You know, I'm not gonna leave. If he's offering all these beautiful dishes, I sit down respectfully and eat like a wild beast. Thank you so much for having us. It was super special, and I can't wait to come back. So now we're heading back to the office, and of course I'm gonna be sharing everything I have with some of my friends at BuzzFeed.
This is what my grandpa used to make. Hi, Grandpa.
What is it called?
Oh my God.
At this point, I'm trying not to cry in public because I know what tasting authentic food from your culture feels like. It can make you relive a whole page of your life. It's insane. So now, you know, we all cried together, maybe just me by myself in a bathroom. And now I want to learn how to make it at home because I want to share that experience with my family. Is there a tiny chance that you can show me how to make it?
Oh, you want me to teach you how to make it?
Yes, please.
Okay, yeah, we can do it.
Yeah?
Yeah, of course.
Are you serious?
Anything for you.
Oh my God!
All right, so I'm gonna show you how to make the classic sweet and sour pork, no fancy garnishes, just the plain old simple how it's made in China. I'm actually gonna use a little bit of ketchup in the one I'm making. A little bit does help bring all the flavors together. You're actually using pork tenderloin here, which is a very prized cut of meat in China.
I noticed that you cut the meat in this tiny little strips.
So the whole point of cutting it into thin strips is to be able to coat them, but also fry them with a really nice texture. So we're adding a lot of the marinating ingredients, giving it a nice toss, and letting it rest in the fridge to really just help flavor the meat. And now we're gonna start making the batter, which really just involves eggs and cornstarch. When I went to the restaurant in China, I was finally able to sort of break down the chef over there to give him his secret for the recipe, and he was like, oh, it's just eggs and cornstarch. And I was like, what? That's crazy. So the goal here is to really beat the eggs and the cornstarch until they're really, really smooth, there's no lumps, and it's really, really silky like this. That really helps you get a much even coat and a much more even fry. Chinese takeout can be a lot of fried stuff, a lot of sweet stuff, but really authentic Chinese cuisine, you can see how much work goes into the ingredient choice and how much they care about the balance of flavors. So after a nice toss, we're gonna get the oil ready to fry. So we're frying these at a pretty high heat. These meat strips are pretty thin, so I would say around 350, 375 is your standard. Make sure you don't overcrowd the pan, as you can really get, you know, soggy if you have too much in there at the same time. And what you're looking for is a really, really, really nice kind of light golden brown point at this stage. Like, damn, look at that one. Ooh,
That's beautiful.
that's a pretty boy right there. And now we're gonna make the sauce. So the sauce consists of garlic, and really just a lot of, you know, liquids and spices and seasonings that we use in Asian culture, such as sesame oil or a little bit of ketchup or some soy sauce. To make this sauce thick, you actually have to add what we call a cornstarch slurry, which is very common in stir fries, which is just a little bit of cornstarch mixed with a little bit of water to help really thicken up the sauce to give it that signature shine. That's a beauty right there.
Look at that color.
Ooh,
That's beautiful.
This dish actually means quite a lot to me because every time I would go back to China to visit my grandpa, he would always take me to this restaurant and we would order a bunch of fancy things, but somehow his favorite dish on the entire menu out of all the elegantly prepared and plated dishes was the tang su li ji. He was like, oh, it's so crispy, it's so juicy, it tastes so good, oh, eat it, try it. And I was like, this is pretty good. So the more he said it, the more I began to like it.
I think some of the biggest things I learned from this journey was that tang su li ji, it's insanely delicious, and that, you know, there's really cool people out there like Chef Huang, Inga, and Alvin who will do anything to make sure that you experience their culture because it means so much to them.